I've been talking for 2 minutes and I wasn't live. I hit the first live button and forgot to hit the second. So, guess we'll be starting over. Okay, you know what I didn't do? Let me see if I can do it on another page. I forgot to delete. Okay, you know what I didn't do? Oh, crap. Ooh. Oh, I'm good. I've got about 4 hours. Okay, we're fine. So, how is everyone? I tried to go out this week, and it's April, and it's been raining, which has a two-pronged problem with I can't stand outside, and two, my dogs get really muddy. So it's a pain in the butt when they go outside. So the doggy door is locked, and we take them out ourselves because I can't have them running in and out in the mud. So I think our grass finally got mowed today. Trying to think what's been. I haven't really been watching much this week. I've seen some headlines. I watched a little bit about what's going on with Aaron's court case. But I haven't watched all of it this week. I haven't really been on YouTube at all. What have I been doing? Not a lot. So you guys might have to catch me up on what's going on these days, because I'm not keeping in touch as much as I used to. But I only turned off the sub mode until I'm done with the unboxing, because if it says BTS in the title, I might get some new people that might drop in. If they get too rowdy, we'll put it back on. And after I'm done with that stuff, I'll turn it back on. I just, in case somebody wants to just drop in that's a BTS fan, we call them Army. There's an Army that wants to come in and see it. Now, what's really cool and not, I don't know, it was weird. When they did the pre-orders in February, I think it was January or February, they did pre-orders. And no track list, no pictures of the album. It was literally a white box. And the way they do it, when you get their CDs, you don't ever just get a CD. You get a box with stuff in it. And so you get usually a photo book, some photo cards, even there when they do their solo stuff. And so when I got and so you had all these things to choose from, but you didn't know what it meant. So you had the Korean version, you had the Living Legends version, you had a couple other versions. Then they came out with the vinyls, and you can see it in the thumbnail. There are 7 different vinyls with 7 different pictures on there, and there are people that have bought all 7. Not me. I'm not like that. So, like, a lot of times they'll come out with just the CD, like the group. They'll come out with 3 versions, and it's just different, like, layout, like pictures and stuff. Like, Jen had 3, and I still haven't ordered it yet, and I've never ordered one of theirs. I just listened to it on Amazon Music, so I haven't bought any of their stuff. The only reason I bought this album, I was going to buy it in person once it got dropped, but it was that lottery for the concert, and so I had to buy something. So I got the Living Legends. I'm hoping beyond hope that the booklets are in English. I wish they would have had an English version. That would have been amazing, because there's a lot of English speakers that buy their stuff. So first of all, I ordered what they called the Living Legends. Now, I knew I would get some stuff. This is all the stuff I got just buying a CD or an album. This is all the stuff I got. And when they showed it, they were showing it plain white, but with no logo on it. So I have no idea what I have here. No idea at all. I just ordered it. It cost a lot for shipping to get here from Korea. Be quiet. So I don't know what's in here. We're about to find out. Oh. All right. Stay. I need scissors. And there was something I was about to do. I can't remember what. Oh, I was going to turn these down. Man, those are loud. Ringtone notifications. People get upset with me because I don't answer my notifications. This is why. Because I get like 50 an hour. That's probably an exaggeration, but it's still a lot. Ooh, this phone's about to die. I've also several times in the last couple months they have done a ridiculous amount of updates. They have turned down all of my volumes after these updates. And so there's a couple times my boss tried to call me to come in, could not get a hold of me. Never rang. So I gave him my husband's phone number because I said, if you need to get a hold of me, Tom will wake up out of a dead sleep to answer a telemarketer. He will answer his phone. I don't. So he tried to call me in a couple days ago. Right as I was talking to him, the guy that was late called and said he was going to make it. So I didn't have to go in. So that was nice. Because any extra stuff I do. So I was saying during the 2 minutes I thought I was live, I was ready to go to Austin 2 times this week during the day, like I'm supposed to. And it rained. It has rained off and on all week. And so I wanted to go today. It's raining. And honestly, I don't mind getting wet. My issue is the lightning. So I'm just going to jump into this since nobody's here. That way I can clip it shorter later. All right. So let's see. So I got what they called the Living Legends pack. All right. I don't know if I should open the main one. So I don't know what this stuff is. Let's go with the little stuff first. Let's see. My desk isn't that big. I have to be careful. Alrighty. I have to say, so after shipping, this was like $94, about $32 in shipping. So it was about $50, 50 something dollars for this. But like I said, how much is a normal CD? And then you get all this stuff. I have no idea what this stuff is. Keychains! No, keychains! Or did I? No, I didn't order these. And then you get the photo cards, which I'm not a teenager. These guys are younger than my son. So I don't get into the photo cards and stuff like the younger girls probably do. Oh, he's so hot. I don't feel that way towards them. I just think they're very talented. What is this? It's clear, whatever this is. Oh, I have a crappy set of scissors laying here. These don't even cut. But they're small and they do a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Let me see something. I turned off subscriber mode while I'm doing this part. Is it turned off? Yeah. In case somebody, hey, Becky, what's up? You're the first one here. That's good, though, because the first 2 minutes I thought I was live and I wasn't. I guess there's 2 buttons you have to hit. I hit the first one and forgot to hit the second one. So I was just talking about, so I went to Korea last month. And before that, to try to get in the lottery for the concert that I didn't end up going to, because I didn't get a free ticket. I ordered their album, and let me put it this way: I ordered an album, y'all. I'm already open a package. There was a package. This is all the stuff you get when you order their album. You don't get just an album. When you get photo books, I have no idea what this is. I'm about to find out. So I haven't been keeping up on the court updates, Becky. I need to get caught up on those, see what's going on. Ooh. What? Oh, I know what this is. I think I know what it is. It's a photo card holder. I was just saying that, these boys are like 32 and under, to 28 to 32 right now. And my son's 38. My daughter's 33. So I don't get into all the photos and stuff. But this is cute. This is their symbol for their new album. So you get all these photo cards, and you can sit whichever photo you want in there. I'm not that interested. Oh, this is when they were just out in front of the palace where they ended up performing. But I'm not into all that kind of stuff. But I got some keychains too. Well, oh, and a big photo. That's nice. You can sit that in there if you want. Oh, it's a post. No, that's a photo. I don't know. They have these photo books you can get, and they're all. I was just talking about it. Where'd they go? Hello, there you are. That hold this size of their photos. How was it? Oh, I loved Korea. I didn't end up getting into the concert, but the people there were so nice. I only knew two Korean words: thank you and hello. Kamsahamnida, which is thank you, and annyeonghaseyo, which is hello. A lot of them speak English, especially at the hotel and stuff, which was nice. And then I had a translator app. I don't know what they speak in Thailand. I suck at geography, by the way. Suck at it. If you showed me a map, I couldn't tell you where anything's at. But definitely get a translator app and definitely look at it. So you have where you speak into it, and then it translate. And the very first thing I translated, we stopped at this. We wanted something to eat, and they just have these food stalls that just open up into a huge tent, and there's a bunch of them all down the road. And we went in, and he gave us a Terra beer. It's Terra, which I love. I get it when I go to the Asian store. It's from Korea. I love it. Last time I went to the Asian store, they didn't have any. I was upset. So I said, "Oh, I love Terra beer. I get it back home." And I go like this, and he goes, and I was like, it had said terrible. I was telling him something terrible. The beer was terrible. I don't know what it said. I'm like, oh my gosh. That was my very first try at a translator app. So make sure you look at make sure it's right. I was like, oh my gosh. So I got better at it after that. I know, it figures. They were so sweet. So they stand out and they try to get you to come in their stall because there's like a bunch. And this is where you don't get the full spread. You just get a dish and they bring you the beer or soju. I was just saying, soju is big over there. And they're about this tall. It's like a wine, but they drink it with the beer. You kind of pour soju into the beer or vice versa. Or they'll drop a glass of soju down in the beer. They taste better together. I don't like wine and liquor and stuff. I have got the worst set of scissors sitting here. So anyway, so outside I have a video. I've got to post it. So I did pre-recordings. What is this? Oh, it's see-through. Is this supposed to be like a slide? Weird. I'd be worried I'd break that if I put that on my tees. So that's Jimin. I think. Is it Jimin? I think that's Jimin. Now because there's so many members in K-pop groups, you have what you call your bias, your favorite. And then they have what you call a bias wrecker. Yeah, it looks like a slide, doesn't it? I bet you that's what it is. You could probably put it in your slide thing. Or they just made it in that. Okay, that's sugar. I've got 4 and there's 7 members, so I only got 4. My bias has always been J-Hope because before I even listened to his solo music and stuff, he's the really fun one of the group. They've even said he has such a good heart that and they say they hang on to him for energy. They were filming something and he says, "I need J-Hope. I'm tired." I thought that was cute. And then Jin, I feel motherly towards. Why? He's the oldest. And he was scouted at a bus, getting off the bus for his looks. Never sang or danced before. And he was 20. He learned to sing and dance when he was 20. And these other boys had been doing some of them since they was 10 and 13 years old. So he had a lot of catching up to do. And they gave him a lot of crap, what they call the anti-fans. They're not real fans. They're usually a fan of another group. but they were giving him shit. He would go early and stay late to learn the choreo. And you got to understand, they're already doing 12 to 16-hour days. Okay, so I got 4 keychains. I've already got some photo cards and a photo card holder. All right, so this is the CD, I think. Anyway, the symbol for this CD is this. I think that means Arirang. That's what it's named. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to be in here because all I know when I ordered it was that you would get like a photo book. I couldn't name any K-pop. Yeah. The big ones in the States right now are Stray Kids. They did really well while BTS was gone. But I found out, I think it was Stray Kids, that Blackpink is the female group that's as big as probably, and they've done a lot of, one of the group members in Blackpink did a song with like Bruno Mars and stuff like that. So they're getting really big over here. But like I said, about 3 years ago, I didn't even know what K-pop was. And one of their music videos popped in my feed. And I thought, let me check them out. And the music and the videos will bring you in. But when you really start to learn about them, it's them as people that you stay. They're trying to make new BTS groups, and you can't. They grew up, they started in a very different way. Their company was almost bankrupt. They didn't have resources. They had to write their own music. And usually most K-pop groups, even the big ones, still, they're handed a song, they're handed the choreo, and they're like, here you go. The only way they can have any say is if they go do some solo work. And when they go solo, they don't break up off from the group. This group's been doing solo work since year 2, and they've been together since 2010, 16 years. But they've done so much. They had their own variety show on like YouTube, and they've had cameras in their faces so much. They lived together all through their trainee days. They debuted in 2010. I don't think they started getting their own apartments till 2018. So they're like a family. They're really close. And all the K-pop groups do that. They call them dorms when really all it is an apartment. Ooh, okay, so let's... Now, white and red and black are their colors. What am I looking at here? This is not the CD. What do we got here? Okay, so I don't know what that says. I need to learn Korean. I bought the stuff to learn it. So what is this? So it's just a card with a raised logo. So that's the logo for the album. Is this the actual CD? It might be. Don't know yet. Okay, so we have the photo book. So you get this whole photo book, which I'm sure the young girls like it. Sometimes you get a lyric book too. Is this the the lyrics are in here. Let's see if they're in English. I got the wrong glasses on. If they're not, that's okay. No. The ones that are in English, that they say in English, are in English, and the ones that are in Korean are in Korean. So I kind of wish it was like those instructions where you get like 4 different languages. It'd be nice if they just do that. But I can go online and figure it out. Oh, so this is the palace that they performed in front of. That was pretty cool. So what is this? Here's an envelope. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what I have. Let's see if I can open this without ripping the sticker. Ooh, no, don't rip. Don't rip. I still don't think we're at the CD. Did you take any pictures? Not actual pictures. We did mostly video. And I have a lot more videos than I put out. I'll do it tonight. I need to just upload it from my phone. But I did a lot of these 10 and 20 and 30-second videos because I didn't want to be that rude American walking around filming everything. And those I need to... Okay, this is totally in Korean. It looks like it might be... It's under each of their name. It might be something they said to the fans. What's that? Probably what that is. What is... Oh, more photo cards. I can tell by the size. So they do these photo shoots where they take all these photos. More photo cards. I'm going to have to get one of those photo card books. Oh, it's the CD. Da-da-da! Finally got the CD. All right. Still not done. I still got 2 boxes. So, and then I got everybody these really pretty magnets at work. Tom did too. And then, I was showing my tiger last week, and I was sitting here trying to open this latch. I cannot get this open. So this is what I got for me. So I'm trying to open this latch. That's the hinge. Tom goes, he just walked over and went and just opened it up. Can't put much in there, a couple rings maybe. But I really liked it, so I got that, and I got I don't know if you were here when I did it before, but I love wind chimes. I have a bunch of wind chimes on my porch. So this is what I got for me. Quiet. So this goes on the door, and then this hangs, and then you can like ring it, I guess. So I got those 2 items for me. I still got to send the did you see the boxes? We got the girls, Annabelle and Devin. I wish I would have got one for Amelia, even though she's 3. She could have kept it. We got her these pretty lacquer boxes that I wish I would have got more. They were a lot cheaper there. And if you have a passport, you don't pay tax. So it's just a little jewelry box. So I kind of wish I'd have got me one, because when Tom was going overseas, he always bought me a box, wooden or like this. And I went and didn't even I said, I've got so many boxes, I don't need another one. Plus, we're trying to keep in mind that we're downsizing to an RV at some point. We're supposed to have done it already, but I don't even know how to open this. Oh. Ooh, I thought it was going to be red, because their logo for the concert was white and red. So, cool. All right. I'll probably never play it, because my computer doesn't even have a CD player. And I just, like I said, I listened to it on Amazon Music. So, okay, there's one box. That's one box. I have no space. All right. I don't know what we're going to find in here. This was called the Living Legends. Yes. Oh, I know. Those are, one of them had butterflies, and one, this is the one with the cranes. Well, we want to go back next year, but I want to go for longer. And I always want to go to Japan. Well, it was really cheap. While we were there, we saw in the airport to go from Seoul to Tokyo and back. It's really cheap. So what we're probably going to do is go to Seoul, stay a couple days, go over to Tokyo for a few days, and come back. And because we didn't have a lot of money this time either, so we didn't do like any excursions or tours, or we just did the old people thing and walked around and looked, which was fine with me because we only had a few days, so that was enough for me. But we learned what to do and what not to do. We had a lot of trouble. Okay, what is in this box? Ooh. What is this? Oh my gosh. Wait. Why is there another CD in here? Oh my gosh. The amount of stuff they put in here. Are these DVDs? Hold on. Yeah, they must be going for the slide. There's a CD here and a CD here. Okay, this is the book. Still in Korean. Okay. How did I get 2 CDs? Rooted in Music. Maybe that's the one I got. Maybe I didn't get Living Legends. Yeah, I don't know why I have 2 CDs. I'll have to go back on my order, but I don't remember ordering 2 CDs. Okay, so what is this? I hope this is a calendar. I almost bought one and I forgot. It's 2-sided. Okay. So this is only their 5th full-length album, but they've got a bunch of mini albums. Okay, so this is a photo book. And it goes 2 directions. How weird. Okay. I need to find somebody that's Army. So we left, it was a 20-hour flight. So we left on a Wednesday, arrived Thursday, left on Monday, late Monday, like 8:30 at night. So we were only there 4 nights. That was enough for the first time. Okay, so more photo cards. Jeez, I need a photo. And then they did like these slides. So that must have been like a theme they did. I mean, they're nice, but I wish I had a friend that was Army. I would honestly give those away. Okay, so I'll have to figure out what this stuff is. All right. There's that. And then another box. We're not done yet. I thought I got Living Legends. I did get Living Legend. Well, how do I have Rooted in Music and Living Legends? Maybe I ordered 2 things and I forgot. That's always possible. I have no memory whatsoever. So that might be why I have more than 1 CD. So, honestly, I might. You know what? I might see what my teenage granddaughter thinks. I've been trying to get them into them because I like their message. Their music has substance. They do whole albums with a theme. They did a whole album called Map of the Soul. It was about the ego and identity. It was a lot of it though was based on Jung, the psychiatrist or whatever he was, Carl Jung and stuff. Oh my, okay, so this actually says Audie Rang in it and Living Legend. Okay, so maybe I know I didn't. Maybe I ordered more than one. Ooh, what is this? See, even looking when you ordered it, you didn't really know everything. Holy crap. Is this another CD? I have no idea what I have. Holy crap. Boy, if I was a teenager now, like when I was a teenager, I would have loved to got this stuff. Remember in the 80s when you get a poster in the album and you were ecstatic? Oh my gosh, these are full pictures. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now it's supposed to be like a book, but they didn't staple it or anything. No, there's full size pictures too. Okay. Oh, I think this is a poster. It's wrapped in a poster. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. That is too much stuff for me. More photo cards. I would have liked to have gotten some stickers. I got stickers. I would have liked to have got some stickers. Well, there's some stickers. I did get stickers. All right. So what's this? I can pop out the photo card, I guess. I don't know. Wow, what they do now these days. Yeah, I did get some stickers, but there's just says Audie Rang on it stuff. But I have stickers on the back of my computer. A lot of them are ones that Pup Groomer made that I got. Oh, these are okay. So these are full size, but you can also pop out the photo card, and they're all signed and stuff. They went with the theme of wearing suits in this album, but they're not now. Holy crap! There's too much stuff in here. How did I get 3? I have no idea how I got 3 CDs. I'm gonna have to go look at my order, and I have no idea why I have. There might be 3 versions. They literally will release 5 to 6, 7 versions of a song. They'll just change them. They'll do like an acoustic version. They'll do like a jazzy version. They don't really change the vocals. And their first single, they already did 7 different kinds. So here's another CD. I was kind of hoping maybe one of these was a DVD. Okay, that's what I was expecting was the red with another book. I have no idea what I have. I've got to go look at my order. Holy moly. Too much stuff, people. Too much stuff. And there are people that bought all the versions. This is one version as far as I know. Holy moly, that's too much stuff that I don't need. Ugh. I'm tired. Did I open everything? Yeah, I opened that. Too many pictures. Too many pictures. Stay. With the right glasses. I can't see what y'all are saying when I have those. Oh, tour groups. That's a good idea. Well, and you know what was sad was I didn't know where to find this stuff, but they had stuff all over the city that was BTS themed, and I just didn't know where to find it because I'm not one of those kind of fans where I go find all the websites and all that stuff, you know. And this channel I follow, she actually didn't go to the free concert. They had a concert yesterday in Goyang. I think it was their first live concert other than the Netflix concert they did while I was there. And she went to like RM's high school. She was filming all this. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I mean, now like Jimin's dad has a cafe. I'd like to go there. It's got a lot of paraphernalia. When VCR movies first came out, there were no rental stores. I used to rent them out for Hey Frotty, what's up? How you doing? I'm just going through my merch that I got. Oh, we did. I wish we would have planned more things to do, but we had fun. We walked around, we ate. We did go to this humongoloid mall. That was amazing. And you know, we went to Korea to get Italian food. I have a video of it. I'm gonna put up. The food court is nothing like food courts here. It was a mall unto itself, and it had full size restaurants in it and a bakery and stuff. Yeah, I haven't I'm trying to think if I've seen you in the chats lately. I don't think I have. Of course, I haven't been in a lot of chats lately either. This working at night thing is killing me. Because I'm so much more tired all the time. And I only work 2 days a week, but I work 2 12-hour days back to back, and it takes me like 3 days to recover. But geez, the amount of man, I wish they'd have had this stuff when I was a teenager. I was a Prince fan, and I remember getting ecstatic because I got a poster in my Prince album, in my Purple Rain album. And we did my 16th birthday party was a Prince party. And so we were in a townhome apartment. And so mom moved the furniture because we danced. We had dance parties back then. Austin recently. Yeah, it was 9 blocks away though. It was on 6th Street, but it was at the other end. But I feel like 2 things. They used to block off 6th Street to vehicle traffic. And right before I started going there, they said they changed it. And the cops didn't like it either. Because we've literally almost watched somebody get run over because these inebriated people want to walk in the street. Then I saw the shooting. Now, the guy was able to come up in a car and then get out. But cops were able to get there faster too because there wasn't a whole bunch of people on the road. What they could do is still block it off to traffic, but leave the middle open. They have these little little 4-wheelers, you know, that's just big enough to put a person on the back if they need a paramedic. Yeah, that's true. But I'm usually gone by the time he did his stuff. So here's my thing though. We've never seen anybody go or do a thing like that in the same place twice. So I'm hanging on to that. And I would have been going back, but we only have one car right now. Tom's engine overheated and we haven't taken it in yet. He just put a new radiator in my truck yesterday. Took him 2 days. He thought he had it done and then had issues today. Poor man has had no sleep and he's at work. So, and then last weekend we rented a car so I could go to Austin at night, and I was still sick. I was sick the week before we went up until I'm still sick. It's just not as bad. The news, yeah. I'm not surprised. It's a very large area. I mean, it's nothing but bars and people. So yeah, if you were going to do something in Austin, that would be the place to do it. And just like Bourbon Street in New Orleans. But like I said, I've never seen anybody do the same thing twice. So, or go to the same place twice. So I'm going to hang on to that. And then he did it so late, I'm usually gone. So I'm more worried about that weirdo I've had to pull pepper spray on twice. He worries me way more. But if he comes again a third time, I'm calling the cops. But he goes long periods of time between the 2 times he's messed with me. Yeah. No, I wasn't there that weekend. And actually, even if I had been there that weekend, oh, thank you, Becky. Appreciate that. My bottle is sweating. I forget. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I was talking about the guy that I've had to pull the pepper spray on, and everybody automatically thinks they're a plant. Honestly, this guy, you get what I've found out, and you probably have too, is that when you're live streaming, there's people that just want to be on camera. No, I've done that. Well, what I've done is I've had what do you call it? I've disputed charges and had to get a new card. And then have to figure out all the stuff I have on that card. So now we put everything on Tom's card because he hardly has any trouble. This is a splurge. I only get these every once in a while. Because I hate plastic and these are glass. And they taste so good. But they're expensive. Man, that's a lot of that is way too much stuff. I might see about maybe reselling some of this stuff. I only got it because I was trying to get so I bought the plane tickets. You may have heard, I don't know if you've heard this, Becky, but so they announced the free concert. They had 85 tour dates sold out in 2 days. And the way they did it, if you're a member of their website called Weverse, all of the Hives groups are on there. So if you're a paid member, it's $20 a year. Then you got pre-order tickets, but you had to go in, you had to apply, and you could only apply for 3 cities. Then during the time period those cities were available, you had to go in to the waiting room, get a number, and if you got a low number, you had a bigger chance of getting good seats. By the time I didn't even know how to do it. I didn't even get a chance. They were gone. So they announced the free concert after that. So I immediately booked tickets for that weekend. After that, they kept trickling out information. Then they said, oh, there's only going to be a certain number of free tickets you can get. I thought it was just going to be every other free concert where you just show up. And if 1 million people show up, 1 million people show up. No, they had 27,000 tickets. 20,000 the first time. 7,000 the second time, which I missed. And then I walked around the whole night trying to get into because I'm like, they were on this boulevard. They could have opened up the back to just those of us that just wanted to be there. Could we see them? Probably not. but I could say I was there instead of walking around. Your crossbody bag was stolen. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I've been through that. I've never had the card actually stolen, but we've had Tom used to work in a really bad neighborhood in Austin and or in a bad hotel. So they would just walk by and scan his card, which they did it. Or he would get gas in North Austin, which we really try not to do. But then one time they got our PIN number. We'd never had them get our PIN number before. This last time I lost my card, I'm not joking. So I thought it was lost in the car. I knew I didn't lose it on the ground or nothing because I knew I had gotten gas and I laid it on the console. I thought. So I used to have a different type of, it didn't zip. So the whole entire time, I thought I was going to have to get a new one. It was missing for like 2 weeks. It was hiding up under this flap right here, and you can't see it. It was there the whole time. Well, then I disputed charges a couple weeks ago. I got scammed, and I had to get a new card again. So I've had like 3 new cards in like 4 months or something like that. So I try really hard not to put any charges on my card. Tom will keep the same card forever, and only reason he has a new one is he had to dispute a charge. So there's those people that try to steal your stuff. Somebody at the bank gave me really great advice for traveling is put your traveling money on your credit card and don't use your debit card or your bank card. That way, if they steal it or you lose it, they don't have access to all your money. And so that's what we did. He has a credit card, I have a credit card, and we just put a bunch of money on them because they were pretty much maxed out at the time. I can't believe they got stolen at the ER. That sucks. That's one of the reasons I like this, because I wear it. But I think I've already talked myself into not replacing the flip phone. I think I'm going to go, because I'm always grabbing my extra phone all the time because it's just easier. And the new, this is a cheap version. This is just for my YouTube stuff. But the new Galaxy S20 something or other, I think when this one, because this one's almost 3 years old, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the new one because it's a pain in the butt to open this, unlock it, to do everything I want to do. Plus, it's very hard to text on because it's very narrow. I'll show you. And this isn't even the biggest phone. Look at the difference in the width of, oh, you really can't tell. But there's a very big difference in the width. And that's why I can't type on it. There's no way to make it wider. And I can't type like this with my thumbs. I can't do it. It was a day from hell. Sounds like it. Oh, it's one of those days. Dang. That sucks. And you were at the ER. So that's 3 things. That sucks. I'm sorry you had that kind of day. I'm looking at these photo cards. I don't even like some of these photos. They put them too close. It's too close. I don't have his face. Oh, I have to show you guys. I know you guys aren't here to watch BTS stuff. That's for my other channel. But they've come out with a music video. This is why they are so popular and why people love them, like myself. Because they do not take themselves seriously at all. At all. They are so funny and so open. Let me show. So they did their first concert. How many people do you know that would do a 2.5 hour concert outside in the pouring rain for 2.5 hours? Them. Anybody else would have had a canopy out there or cut it short. And by the way, in K-pop, they don't have opening bands. And they don't have backup singers. So a lot of times you think they're lip syncing. What they call it is a backing track. If they're doing some weird kind of movement or they need a backup or different level, they'll use their own voice and they'll have a backing track playing for that. So any background vocals is their own. And so when they do a 2.5 hour concert, that's a 2.5 hours of all them. And they do a good 10 to 20 minutes, just, they call it army time, where they just talk and just talk with the army. That's what they call their fan group. But all the K-pop groups, none of them have opening. They do these whole thing. And come to find out, because I've been watching fan cams of the concert, because last night, so I told you I didn't get into the free concert because I didn't get concert tickets. Well, I've been looking, and because they're playing here in Texas in August, and there are tickets. They're a lot more than the original price. And so we didn't spend near the money we allotted for Korea. That I wanted to make sure we had a nice cushion so we weren't limited. We didn't hardly do anything. We didn't even eat out that much. We had a grocery store right next door, and we ate ramen midday instead of trying to go buy food. Oh, did they get arrested? Oh my gosh, Becky. Man, you should see. I had a thing in February where I had this list of all the things that went wrong in the last month or two. You sound like you need to do one of those. I had a list, like 20 something things went wrong, all the way up to including our engine blew up. So that's why I haven't been able to make it out on Friday night, because I only have one car and Tom's at work. So now that we have my truck fixed, he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do the radiator himself. We saved $800 in labor fees. It was going to be over $1,000, and he did it himself. Thank God. We don't know what's wrong with his car. His car, we've already put a new engine in it in 7 years ago. So 2019, we put a new engine in his car. And his car's a 2008. So if it blew the engine, I don't know if we're going to put another one. Don't buy Dodges, because I'm not putting another engine in it. We will have to figure something else out. 911. I forgot you live in California. That's why I've been watching New York. And have you ever seen that movie Escape from New York? If you probably have. That's pretty much the way New York is going. They might not get an actual wall around it, but I guarantee in 10 years, if they don't change, it's going to be just like that movie. Where in the movie, they walled it all in and it's a prison city. They just walled it in with all the criminals inside. And then they did Escape from LA, same thing. My daughter lives in Southern California, and I'm not happy about that. Because she had to call the cops one time, and all they had was sheriff in her area, and it took them. I mean, I had to call because he took her phone or something, and they still took 2 hours to get there. I'm like, he'd had time to murder her and dismember her in that amount of time. And come to find out, it's because of all the defunding. They don't have any money. So her town doesn't even have a police force. All they have is the sheriff. I'm like, it's not a small town. I'll tell you on the down low, Becky, where she lives. I just say near Riverside. She's somewhere in that vicinity. But because we're looking at an RV park that's about an hour south of her, where you can buy the lots. And oh my God, they're amazing. They have built-in kitchens under gazebos and stuff. And I'm like, and it's all cemented. There's a pond. I just don't know what the monthly fees are. If they're astronomical, I'm not going to do it. So, and you can, I think we can rent the spot out when we're not actually there, when we're traveling. That way we've got somewhere that we can hang out and see my grandkids when we go on the road full time. So I'm breaking. I got a phone call from Amazon. You got to watch out because they're using these third-party Amazon drivers. And they've already caught them on camera. One guy stole somebody's cat. They watched him pick the cat up and take it, and they and Amazon's like, well, we don't know who that was. That was a third-party carrier. I'm like, y'all can figure out who the hell that was. All you got to do is call the third-party carrier, and they know who the heck was in that car. So we get a lot of Amazon because I don't go shopping at all. As a matter of fact, I just ordered a whole bunch of crap. I had to replace my ice maker. I like nugget ice. I eat ice. And my other one's been sitting for a while, waiting on me to be. It's so heavy that I needed to clean it. Well, I couldn't get it to come clean. I made ice and I looked at the junk in that ice. I was like, we're done. So I shopped for a couple good long days and I got a newer, better one. I just need an ice maker to last more than a year. This is my third countertop ice maker in 4 years. 3 years. So in the Inland Empire and boards. I don't know what that is. Inland Empire. Oh, and boards horses. Got it. Okay, got it now. I had to split that. Got it. Yeah, this place is really, really nice. And I looked at the area. There's a little town there. It's called Aragunda or something. And it's got a golf course. So my fear is the lots aren't very expensive, but I'm worried that the monthly, like HOA fees, whatever you want to call it, the upkeep is going to be astronomical. So if that's too much, now if we're allowed to rent it out when we're not there, that might make up for it. I've also tried to get my daughter who can't afford it. She's paying, I told you this before, she's got 3 kids in a 1-bedroom apartment and she's paying with utilities about $1,950 a month and she makes $2,400. I said, we can buy you a 5th wheel RV that literally has a bunkhouse and a bedroom and a loft, so almost 3 bedrooms, for $60,000. And we could put it on one of those lots. And it'd be bigger than her apartment. And you can have it delivered. We don't have a way to do a 5th wheel. We don't have a truck that big. But I brought it up to her. I'm like, you could pay about half as much as you're paying right now and have a bigger place. Because what people don't realize is, they're so small. But the furniture is built in. So you don't need room for a bunch of furniture. So I've been looking at, the only problem is I wanted to go to a Class C, but we don't want to buy a new vehicle because you can't work on them. And I don't want anything that's older than, say, 2020 or 2021. So I've been looking at travel trailers that are lightweight. The only thing about being lightweight, because they lied to us when we bought our last travel trailer, that thing was huge and heavy as heck. Thank God we never really went on a long trip with it. They said, your truck will be tow that fine. And it did say we could tow up to 10,000 pounds. What they didn't tell you was if you had the upgraded transmission and cooler. So, but if we stay under 5,000 pounds, we should be fine. I refer to my real estate agent. Yeah. Because if the very least, if she could find out, what the monthly fees are for, that would be awesome. Because I've tried to contact the realtors listed for that place, or a direct number, and nobody's called me back. Yeah. I know. I know. I don't think about him very much. I'll be honest. Out of sight, out of mind. I really don't pay any attention to him anymore. I still have my bottle of champagne, so let me know. Hey, Smurf man, what's up? Let me know when this is over. I will only break it out if he has to leave the state, goes to jail, or has a restraining order for the org. If he's allowed to do whatever he wants, it won't count. Hang on a minute. You don't want to hear this. That's better. I'm almost done being sick. Almost. It's been a month now. Of course, I should have went to the doctor and got antibiotics for my sinuses. Oh, did he really? Yeah. I never had anything to do with him, so, and I kept myself. Sorry. My nose itches. I'm wiping off all my makeup. I only put makeup, like, I only put concealer on. I don't do foundation anymore. In Texas, when it's hot, I cannot do it. So if you came late, I was doing all my merch. So when I was in Korea, I got this. If you weren't here when I was showing it, and the last morning we just walked around and bought, and it opens. It's really cute. I like it. And I got I got these. Becky already saw it, but I got this wind chime, and then we got these really pretty magnets. It's got dragon on it, and it goes on the wall as like a doorbell, I guess. I would never hear it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I've got already got 4 or 5 wind chimes out there already. And when we start traveling, that's what I'm gonna and then I got my daughter and granddaughter the really pretty inlaid box. And I'm kind of regretting not getting one for me now. So we're gonna go back next year. Oh, I want to show you something that might be interesting. I missed something. Okay, I see. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. That's the way fibro does to me. It'll literally go right out of my head. I was getting up to get something. What was I getting up to get? I can't remember. Oh, I remember now. Be right back. Oh. Okay. So I got this many months ago, but I hadn't really been able to do it yet for 2 reasons. One, because car repairs all the time. Literally, it's been a year now that I've been working my new job, and this will be the 5th time his car's been in the shop. So I got this. It's a savings challenge. And this, when we're done with it, will be enough for our trip. It's around a little over $5,000 when you're done. So what you do is, now I saw a lot of people start these, but I haven't really seen too many people actually finish. Oh, there's some money stuck in there. So you have your totals, and it's $5,050. What it is, it's envelopes from 1 to 100, and you put that amount in each number. So 25. I have, because we always have 20s. I need to get smaller bills. So like I've got a few of them done, not very many yet. Yeah, I don't have very many done yet. So when you get done, so I mean, you can do this as fast or as slow as you want. I'm going to give myself a year because I would like to go back to Korea same time, because it was cold, but I would rather be cold than hot. So and it looks like it's raining a lot. Oh, let me show you real quick. So this is a concert. This is another reason why BTS is a level above everyone else. They did this whole 2.5 hours in the pouring rain. Did find out, because I was very disappointed in them not doing their choreography. It's because it was raining. They would have hurt themselves. So they didn't do hardly any choreography. I want to share. I was just going to show this.
Swim. Waterfall in August, swim.
That's one of their songs.
I could spend a lifetime watching you swim.
He's cow drying his hair in the rain.
I just wanna dive. My world, got away, so wake up in this map world. Name a place that I can breathe on this map world. Looking like a get it in this bad world. Don't know how to act, girl. I'm in the deep.
And then, where are we? I had another short one. Oh, did you get in trouble with LAPD? Be careful. You don't want to do that. Where's the other one? There was that one. And this one. Look at the rain. It's not a little bit of rain. It's torrential. I can worry about the lightning. You can hear him stomping the rain. Oh, and all the fans were in the rain too. Oh, okay. But anyway, so I'm gonna start working on this now, and hopefully we'll be done with it when it's time to go on our trip. Which is more money than we had for this trip. But we're gonna need more, because if we stay longer, probably 10 with travel time. So there's 4 days of travel. So 2 nights I don't need a hotel for. So if we go for 10 days, so let's see, we left on Wednesday and came back on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and got back on Tuesday. That was 7. So if we did 2 weeks and 4 days of that is travel, so it's 10 days for the hotel. We'll do 8 days, because I know how much 4 days was for the hotel. So it'll be double that for the hotel. We'll need a little bit of money to go to Tokyo and back. That was like 150 round trip to do that. So yeah, it's 20 hours on flight time. So it's so many hours to Seattle, and then from Seattle to Seoul was 11-ish hours. And then there's a layover. There's like 3-hour layover. So total, it's 20 hours. Yeah, I've never done that before. I've never been out of the country. And Tom has. He's been all over the place. I haven't. And you can't lay back. They don't, those things don't recline. We took neck pillows. Literally, we literally were falling asleep like this, because we were so exhausted we couldn't stay awake. So that was the only real issue we had. Oh, hang on just a second. All right. But yeah, that was. But everybody was so nice. I had to use the wheelchair help. I know everybody thinks I'm because I work and stuff, but at work I walk, I sit down, I walk, I sit down, and it's stress free. Literally, when I went to Tampa for the Lisa McPherson thing, I was fine packing and getting ready. Drove to Austin, which is a little over an hour or so. Got out of the car in the parking lot, and my fibro wigged the hell out. My legs gave out. I had tremors. I was jerking, and I was like that the whole trip. And then this time, same thing. Only it really never got all the way better after Tampa. So thank God, and then when I went to get in the wheelchair going to Tampa, I almost missed and fell on the floor. So even though I don't use a cane and stuff that much anymore, been using it more lately. I used it the whole time I was in Korea because a lot of times I'll just lose balance. But at work, it's so stress free. I don't have any trouble there. So I've never really had any real issues with my fiber other than some memory problems. There was one time I found something unlocked on the 4th floor. By the time I got downstairs to the desk, I forgot to put it in my activity report. So that's the only thing I was worried about because I wasn't looking for a job when I got this job because I was really thinking my brain could not handle it. Because my brain before fibro, you wouldn't believe that I never wrote anything down. I could look at a map from here to Ohio and remember every highway I needed to get on and where. Now I can't even remember. I can watch a movie and the next day watch it with Tom and not remember how it ended. I used to not be able to rewatch movies. I don't like Korea. Well, I'll be honest, with what's going on right now, the only 2 places I would feel remotely safe visiting is Korea or Japan. Mainly because I'll be honest, I much rather would like Japan more. Mainly my big issue is Japan's a lot cleaner. That was the only, but they really weren't smoking outside. They don't smoke indoor because I have a real problem with cigarette smoke. Back in my 20s when I would go to the club, I didn't know why. I've never smoked, but I would lose my voice for days. And come to find out, it's like I'm allergic or exacerbates my asthma, one or the other. But I can't be around it. And north or south. If I went to north, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. But Tom was stationed there for a year, but way back in 2001, and he never got to go to like Seoul because 9/11 happened while he was there, and they locked everything down. So he'd only been there a few months before that happened. So he was up at a smaller base, so he never really got to go to the city. Well, I get North Korea, yeah, but South Korea is way different because of the military presence there, because there's so many army soldiers there, so many people speak English. The signs are in English a lot of times. So it was really easy to do with just knowing a couple words of Korean and a translator app. But like, I think it's probably get you better jobs if you can speak English. Because like the hotel people, they spoke perfect English. They sounded like me. I was like, the one fluent member in BTS is RM, and he sounds like an American because he learned to speak English because his mom bought him a box set of the Friends show, and he learned to speak English from Friends. So he learned it with no, he sounds like an American. Was able to check my YouTube block list. So many people were blocked. Yeah, I was hoping that somebody, I think me and Scooter Mom need to get together and have a conversation because people keep talking about this or that and the mod mafia and stuff. I don't know who's involved in that stuff. I don't know any of that. I'm down here in Texas all by myself. Until somebody tells me or puts it out there. Yeah. I'm not too worried because most of my mods are still around. So I don't even know how to look at the block list. I'm not that worried about it. I think everybody pretty much that I've had as a mod are still here and still doing okay. Well, he mentioned it was going on again. And there was a mod that was in Tori's chat that was yeah, but still I just want to know who they are. So I'm not going to be like, you can't be in my chat, but I might want to keep a little extra eyeball on them. Because unless they do something really outright bad or they do something to me, if they're being chill in my chat, I've never been one to get rid of anybody. If they're not causing any trouble. Except one guy. And I've never had to block him. He's never been on my channel. What? Holy crap. I don't even have that many people watch. Tell me how to check that. I got my phone right here. Where'd it go? I know you're here. I'll figure it out. I've never looked. Because I really don't. The only people that I know of that's ever been blocked have been real a-holes that just were trolls. They were just trolls. But I do want to check it out just to make sure. Make sure I didn't accidentally. Because there's been times where I clicked on somebody's name. I was just trying to scroll and it did some stuff. I was like, oh, crap. So I need to check it and make sure I didn't accidentally do something. No, that's okay. But I don't like to get into it when I'm live streaming. I don't want to get into all that stuff. I can't. My life is stressful enough by itself. I don't need that extra stuff. Oh, computer. Okay. I've got it up here. When I go off here, I might go check. And I might get those other videos uploaded I keep talking about, but I haven't. I just want to go through and make sure there's no... I try to be careful about not putting my camera in people's faces, and if we were passing somebody, I tried to not film them if I could get away. You can't do it all the time. And he even noticed we hardly didn't see any kids out. I'm like, we finally did a little bit at the mall because we went on a Sunday, which was probably a mistake, but we were leaving on Monday. So yeah, I'm not going to. Me and Scooter Mom, we're going to sit down and have a conversation. It's just, she can because she knows more about what goes on than I do. So unless, yeah, mine, yeah, because it's an ideal org. They're not going anywhere. Matter of fact, all the students are mad that it's there because the only grocery store they have within walking distance is Target. And depends. Don't be vulgar. And they're like, this could be an HEB. It's so big. I'm like, yeah. I mean, they don't even have a convenience store. The closest 7-Eleven is past the Target. So these poor kids, there's a bunch of apartments and stuff, and there's the universities right across the street. I'm like, they need to have more of that kind of stuff available. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad day. Well before my time here, but still a bad day. What I don't understand is, why don't they have something like that on the campus or the campus runs? Why don't they have, because I know on base, they have, we call them shopettes. It's a convenience store, but they're big enough that they carry food. They have a whole freezer section of like microwavable dinners and stuff for the soldiers and stuff that are stuck in the barracks and can't get to the the DFAC, the mess hall. They have a lot of ramen and things like that. The tower, is it off campus? No, it's on campus. No, that tower that happened at was right in the middle of the campus. That's why he had he wreaked so much damage. You're kidding. Oh, the org. It is right across the street from the main entrance. So when I'm on camera, it's right across the street. That's why L. Ron Hubbard bought that building, and he bought it 56 years ago, purposely because it was next to the university. If you remember, they did the grand reopening in February a couple years ago, and then the very next month they opened another one in Chicago that was right near the university. So they're doing that crap on purpose, and that's my whole reason for going, was that I don't want them getting their claws into our young people, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. They do open mic night. They try to say that they have courses on how to learn how to be more productive. And they have a cafe in there. So when you guys can't see it, but when you look through the window, there's a beautiful cafe, and then there's a beautiful bookstore. I don't know why they put the blinds down. They're literally, there's nothing to film. And so there was one girl early when I first started who went inside to study in the cafe thinking it was public. That was her first mistake. And they just started harassing the crap out of her. Followed her in the bathroom, trying to sell her a book. She came out and said, that was creepy. Good night, Becky. I appreciate you stopping by. It was good to see you. So, I don't know if I can see the tower from the org, to be honest. Next time I'm out there, I'll look. Remind me. I'll take a gander at it. I'm probably not going to stay on here too much longer. I got to get ready for work tomorrow. Oh, one bit of good news. So, last night, I went on and I got BTS concerts tickets for August here in Arlington. They're not the greatest seats, but the last two concerts I went to, I was in nosebleed. So it's not quite all the way back, pretty far back. But they have you couldn't see it in those clips, but they have a 360 stage. They're doing 360 this time. Because before, if you do a front-facing stage, the whole back of the stadium has to be blocked off. So they're doing, and they've got, one of the things I like is they do these huge monitor screens. And so even if you're a nosebleed, you can see pretty well. Let me see if I have one of those up with the, I don't. Let me see if I can just find a picture. Let's see. BTS going concert image. Oh, well, that's, no, not that. I wanted a picture of them on the stage. These are all close-ups. You can't see the stage. I want to see the stage. Show me the stage. Oh, and it raises and it turns. Oh, you know what? I'll just... So, and so I ended up here's a good one.
그리고 모두 수임합시다.
They're leaving the state. That didn't do me any good. Oh, here's one. Okay, so that's about how far back I'll be. You guys see that? Yeah, so that's about how far back I'll be. Well, I'll be able to see him on the screen. I'm going to need to take one off him. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. Yeah, that's going to be hard to see. Plus, I do political views. Let me back up. You guys are... Yeah, they're not here tonight. That's okay. Yeah, I'll get demonetized for showing their stuff, but they're really good. BTS doesn't copyright strike. The only time you get copyright strike from them is if you're showing them live on some other TV show or something. That channel will copyright strike you. But if you're using their music videos and stuff, they'll because they've done it to me before. I'll get demonetized, but I don't have my ad revenue turned on anyway. The only monetization I have is memberships. And I am going to turn it on eventually. Every time I go in, I have to do the one where you choose the videos, and I just haven't felt like doing it. I need to do it. Sure would help with gas. I have to show you this one. So this is one of the reasons I like them and why so many people do that are older like me. They do not take themselves seriously. Yeah. So you don't have, as long as it's not copyright strike, you shouldn't have to worry about. Depends on what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and it was kind of stressful when I didn't have an income and Tom was footing the bill. I mean, it takes 8 gallons of gas for a round trip to Austin in a V8. So, and then parking. So it was good. And when I was going 3 times a week that first year. But now the only thing is I like having my own income, but because I'm working, I can't go as much because I'm used to sleeping during the day. Yeah. Yeah. You got to watch out with that for sure. I wanted to show you just the beginning of this music video. So, because it's a big deal. The reason this is such a big deal, and you weren't here at the beginning when I was going through the unboxing, they had to go do their mandatory military service in South Korea. And even being the biggest band in the world, and they still didn't get out of it. And so they did it differently. They all went at the same time. They had all this stuff prepared, music videos and stuff, and to drop solo stuff. So they've been on hiatus for 4 years. Because they stopped in 2022. They did some solo stuff, and then they all left and went to the military. And so everybody's like, are they going to still have it after going to the military for 18 months? They do. But anyway, so this just got dropped a week or so ago. This is probably my favorite BTS music video. The choreography is amazing, but that's not what I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you the beginning. And I didn't know this watching it. I just thought it was funny, but it's actually based on a movie. I don't know the movie. It's a Korean movie. I don't know anything about it, but it's so funny. It's just, and by the way, I don't know of any idols in K-pop that have facial hair. So that was interesting. And I think a lot of them do the electrolysis. What'd you say? Wait, the K-pop. Yeah, they're veterans. Yep. V, he went in like the SWAT. Jungkook was a cook because he likes to cook. Jimin, I guess he was an amazing soldier. And he was out there doing the winter training, and they have some serious winters because Tom was there for a year. It gets cold. RM was in the band. Sugar, he had a shoulder injury, so he did alternative service. So he did 2 years and was in social work because he couldn't do regular service. So that's who am I missing? Jen, I don't know what his job was. But when he went in, he was almost 30. They were able to postpone until they were almost 30. Most of the time you have to be in by the time you're 28. And most Korean men will do it right after high school when they're young. The youngest is 28 and the oldest is 32 right now. So yeah, they so Jimin, Jin, Jungkook, RM, Suga. Oh, J-Hope. I don't know what his job. Oh, he was an assistant instructor, and he's like that. He's the dance leader, so he's used to telling people what to do. So yeah, I respect them for that too. And they never tried to get out of it. The government was trying to get them out of it, and they're like, we're not asking for special treatment. They didn't want special treatment. They were going to do their service. They did it. They're back. They haven't been. Some of them have only been back since last summer, and they've been working on the new album and stuff. No, South. They are different than us, but they have a parliament. They have like a president that they elect. I mean, we have military bases there. I don't think we would have military bases in a dictatorship. And when my husband was there, they worked very closely with the Korean Army. So Tom did a lot of service with people in the Korean Army and stuff. Yeah, they all got bulked up. And matter of fact, a lot of them have lost it by now because, man, a couple of them had to get rid of their whole wardrobes. They couldn't wear none of their clothes anymore. Especially V, because he went in they called it Special Forces, but it's more like SWAT. I'm trying to find the video I was playing. Where'd it go? Right there. Okay. So I'm just going to show you the beginning. It's funny. Let me do this better.
그래 방탄처럼 그게 말은 쉽지 우린 팀툴 누가 맨날 뛰어넘지 웃기기는 한데 사실 안 웃기지 10년은 말야 어린 반푼 not stop
I love this part.
You know how I do 그래 put your brand new yeah we on that brand new you know how we do ay 그래 기분 마치 brand new 백 다른 스텝 뒤지게 하는 step 2 2.0 day down 후 여기저기 또 한 번은 내 time do you know how I do 그래 put your brand we do
It is Old Boy. Oh my gosh, you know. It is Old Boy. All of it.
Pop. Baby game to let rock. Yeah, hit him up like pop. Hit him with the truth like
Tell me
rock.
about the movie. I haven't seen it
Trying to
yet.
pay your debt. See me not. Let it bleed.
I like that part.
Hit it. And it's split. Stop.
Just watch this part. Watch what they're doing in the background.
Yeah, have your little fun, fella. Pop, pop.
So you've got
Pop, pop, yeah, get back.
Okay, Jen back there with the blue bowl is, I don't know, washing out of the toilet. This is a set, by the way. Right here on the right, you've got Jungkook about to throw up in the bathroom right here. And one of them was doing push-ups and pull-ups. Let me see.
Yeah, pull up, extra, we gon' knock, yeah, have your little fun, fella, pop, 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 yeah, came back for what's mine, we don't stop, ride, you know how I do, you know how I do, put your brand new, yeah, we on that brand new, you know how we do. You know how I do. You know how I do. Put your brand new. Give me on that brand new. You know how we do.
But yeah, I didn't know anything about the movie. Oh, I know they are kids. I know they're not teenagers, but to me they're kids too. How do I get rid of this? Hold on. Stop screen. Anyway, I didn't show you the whole thing. If you get a chance, it's called 2.0. If you put 2.0 on YouTube, you will find it. Their choreo, they're very influenced by Michael Jackson. They took what Michael Jackson started and they have gone beyond. The stuff that they do is amazing. And that's the biggest thing. I love their choreo. I like their videos, their production, the amount of hidden stuff they put, like the old boy stuff. I gotta watch that movie too. Tom doesn't have his weekend until Tuesday, and we're gonna rent it on Amazon. Yeah. But yeah, their choreo. Here's the thing about this group. If you don't like that song, go look. They have done, between their 7 different solo stuff. One of them has a whole album that's like jazz and soul. Jen did, I went to his concert last summer. He does like new wave, pop rock. He even dropped a country song last summer called Rope It. Even a country song. R&B, Latin pop. They got a couple Latin pop songs in Spanish. I mean, they have got all of it. Just all of it. So what they say is if you don't find something you like, keep looking, you'll find something. Because there's some of their stuff I don't like. I don't like the Angel Heart. Don't tell me, because I know Angel Heart. They actually made a remake of Old Boy in America in 2013. The original film is from 2003. And they're thinking they might have done it because in Old Boy, don't tell me, all I know is there's a twist. And that there might be a twist coming, maybe. That's just people trying to figure out what they're doing. But then again, they also were showing how they were in like 70s get up, and then they make a costume change and they're in modern get up, and it's called 2.0. So they're calling themselves BTS 2.0 because they're back, they're trying new stuff, they're the new BTS. So I've seen Angel Heart. I just don't remember it. It was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Old Boy next. I don't usually watch foreign films. Well, Korean and Japanese. I tend to prefer dubbed because it's really hard to watch action and read. But for this film, I will because I want to find out what's going on with this music video. Because they did side by side. They literally made their sets exactly like the movie. And I'm surprised at how many Americans know that movie. And it's as old as it is. I'm like, I don't know that movie at all. Never heard of it. I do watch some K dramas and comedies. Their comedy is so funny, but it has to be dubbed. It has to be dubbed. Anyway, um, but sometimes their music videos are just fun to watch, whether you like the music or not. I mean, I laughed so hard because they were. Oh, somebody told me. I watch people that react to these videos, and like there's couple of them, they knew the movie. That's how I find out stuff. I watch other creators because I don't know nothing about BTS. I gotta find out from them. There's several documentaries that fans have made about BTS that are really good that I watched, and really just finding out about them personally makes you want to be a fan because they did a whole Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. That's what it was called, and they wanted people to learn to love themselves the way they are. And so they really help people. Their lyrics are really deep, unlike a lot of K-pop that's not. You'll think a song is about one thing, and then you go in and because some of it's in Korean. They have full English songs. Like that song's fully English. No, it isn't. No, it's not. I thought it was. But they do have full English songs. Dynamite, they released right after COVID. Jacob's Ladder, I think so. Let me Google that. I'm pretty sure that sounds familiar. Ooh, that's old, 1990. Oh, wait a minute. There's a postal worker who thought. Oh, no, I don't think I have. If I have, it's been a very long time and I can't remember it. Oh, no, I've seen that. Oh, I've seen that. No, I've seen it. Tim Robbins. Yeah, I've seen that. I just honestly don't remember much about it. Devil's Advocate was really good. That was a twist. Yeah, that was a good movie. If it's got Keanu Reeves in it, I've probably seen it. Because I was bedridden from 2010 to 2013, if it was on a streaming service, I have seen it. I've been because I wasn't into YouTube or anything back then, so I binge watched all 20 something seasons of British Top Gear and learned so much about cars. Because it was on Netflix, so I've seen a lot of stuff. I've watched so much sci-fi and fantasy stuff that I have to go to the B movies because there's nothing left. So yeah, I'm the B movie queen. If it's got, I don't care if the sets are that great, as long as the plot and the dialogue isn't stupid, I'll watch it. I literally watched a movie that was it was on some planet, and the interior was that reflectix material over all the walls of what looked like a shipping container. It sounds kind of interesting. I mean, I know that he was held captive for 15 years. I saw the trailer where he dug himself out, and then he has to find his captor in 5 days. Don't tell me anything else because we're gonna watch it on Tom's weekend next week. So we almost watched it this weekend, but he got busy with the truck. So a lot of times we're on different schedules, even on his weekend. So yeah, I'll watch it and we can talk about it next Friday if I don't go to. I won't be going to Austin on Friday nights until we get his truck fixed. So I'm gonna try to get to the org next week. If it's not, let me look at the 10-day forecast. I was ready to go, and both days I wanted to go, it rained. Let me look. And of course, it changes all the time too. Austin. Where's the 10-day forecast? Daily. Oh, so a thunderstorm all weekend. Great, because I have to go outside at night. It's going to rain Monday and Tuesday. And it's not going to rain. It looks like it might not rain on Friday. 24%. So we'll see. Wednesday, Thursday, rain on Thursday. So maybe Wednesday and Friday I can make it to the org. We'll see if it doesn't change. It's just the corridor scene. Oh, yeah. They talked a lot about the corridor scene. And so, hey, Friday. I was just looking at the weather to see if I was going to make it to the org next week. Because until we get Tom's vehicle fixed, I can't go to Austin on Friday night. Because his weekend is Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm not going to go to 6th Street on a Tuesday and a Thursday. I've been really impressed with the interactions I've had on 6th Street. Okay. Hey, bye, Smurf. I have been very impressed. Even inebriated people have come up to me and had very decent conversations with me about Scientology. So I've gotten a lot of new people introduced to what's going on there. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm not going to go if it's raining because I'm afraid of lightning. Well, y'all, I only got you two in here anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go get ready for work. And I can't go to bed yet because I can't go to bed too early. I have to get up at 2 tomorrow. And if I get up too early, then I'm up until I don't get home till 7 a.m. I'll be exhausted. So I have to keep myself up tonight to get on the right schedule. I just remember the corridor scene. Yeah, I'm going to watch it again. Or not again. I'm going to watch it. It's $5 to rent it. So, yeah, it's my fault. I hate going on post to go to the doctor. They treat me like I'm a private. I get a knot in my stomach every time I think about going, because in the years, because I used to have off post doctors, and then I don't know, to save money or whatever, they started making us go to the clinic in the hospital. And literally the first 2 times I went, I left crying. And I'm like, retirees are older and we have more problems. And she wanted to treat me like a 20-something-year-old soldier. And she was some young captain. It looked like she just got out of college. And I've had the similar problem several times, and it's always this condescension, or they don't want to listen. And I don't go unless I'm dying. And even then, if I go to the ER, I don't have to deal with my clinic. So I should have gone several times and I didn't. So it's kind of my fault. So I've been doing all the over-the-counter stuff. So it probably hung around a lot longer than it should have. And my immune system I got worn out with the trip, so that didn't help. Anyway, other than that, I hope to see you guys in the chats this week. I'll try to watch some more stuff. I'm not caught up on everything that's going on. So I actually looked at a plane ticket to go to Tampa for court. But last time I went to Tampa, it was super cheap. I got a round trip ticket for like $120. Yeah, it wasn't that cheap this time. I was like, nope, not going to happen. I wasn't really thinking about going. I just checked the prices just to see. If I could have got like a $100 round trip ticket, I might have just gone in for the day and come home. Because it was a very short flight. So, alrighty, you guys have a good week. And I'll probably be on next Friday again. Just to hang out.